appear to be live. Are we live? Can't YouTube? You can do it. You can impress me. There you go. So, good evening, boys and girls. Welcome back to another video. Hello, Digiflip. How you doing, boy? You alright? How's things? Sound is okay. Ah, good. Good. Always good to know. Let me check the audio levels. Yeah, in the middle. They seem okay. Fine, thanks. Yeah, good man. Okay, this is a quick little video looking at, or talking about anyway, the Commodore story. And the Commodore story is a film that I went to watch on Saturday of last week in London. And what a great film it is too. Superb. Anyone who's a bit of a Commodore enthusiast will enjoy it. Seem to be cycling now. YouTube is cycling. Don't know why. Oh, YouTube, you're a piece of crap, aren't you? Or is it my setup? Perhaps it is my setup. Anyway, okay, we're back now. So this is just a little chat about the Commodore story. It's a film that I went to watch. Oh, we're cycling again. Oh, for God's sake, what's wrong with this piece of crap? Can't be that bad, surely. Says it's okay. Anyway, I'll pretend it's okay and just ignore it. So anyway, back to my original story. Anyway, the Commodore story. This is a Stephen Fletcher production by Wavum Studios. Oh, there we go. Seem to be in sequence now almost. And it's fantastic. It's a couple of hours long. It was at the Genesis Theatre in London, and it should be released on general release anyway in, I think it is February 2018. Now the film obviously benefits greatly from having me in it, albeit very briefly, and in a hungover and drunken state, so I do apologise. But it's a story of Commodore, not just the Commodore Amiga. It talks about the creation of the company very briefly. Talks about the story of Jack Trammell, where he came from and what happened to him, and what formed his character, I suppose. It's very good. Then it moves on to the foundation of Commodore, the introduction of the calculator line from the typewriters, the the Commodore PET, sorry, and then moving into the VIC-20 and obviously the C64. And then they briefly discuss Jack's leaving of Commodore and the purchase and introduction of the Commodore Amiga. There isn't a massive amount of technical detail in the story, in the film. It is very much a film. It is a film for enthusiasts, there is no doubt about it, because let's face it, who else would be interested in the Commodore story? But it won't blind you with facts and figures and CPU types and RAM sizes and all that sort of stuff. There's a little bit of info in there. There's some groundwork to each machine, but it won't blind you with nonsense. So it is a particularly good film. It's very good actually. So I recommend going out and purchasing this. Stephen's done a fantastic job. In fact, the whole team has done a fantastic job. It's very much a family affair by Wavum Studios. I had the pleasure of being involved in a tiny little capacity in the film. So it's good to see that it finally came to fruition and it has managed to make it on a general release. Well, I'll rephrase that. It's made it on a limited release. It was a screener preview that we went to see on Saturday, which means it's a kind of slightly unedited, a little rough around the edges perhaps, but it is more or less in its final state. Now the film should be available, like I say, in early 2018. It does have its own page on IMDb, and it should be available on Blu-ray. Now it's a Kickstarter film, so I'm not sure if any of the Kickstarter perks are still available, or even if the Kickstarter campaign is closed. I think it has closed now. In fact, I'm sure it has. But you can still pledge, I think, although don't quote me on that. You'd have to pop over to Kickstarter and have a little look. But it makes a change to see Commodore in the limelight, rather than the general consensus being that Apple created the computer and IBM made it popular. Atari made games machines, and that was it. There was no one else in the world, according to popular media. But we know this is not true. Without Commodore, there would be no Apple. Without Commodore, there would be there'd be no Atari. So yeah, it's very good to see Commodore in the spotlight for a change. It's a very good film. It's very interesting. The chances are that most of you will know most of the story already, but there is definitely something in there that you won't know. I'm quite sure of it. It is a star-studded cast with archive footage of Jack Trammell. His son Leonard gives a lengthy introduction into his father, and various tidbits throughout the film. R.J. Michael is on hand as always, full of enthusiasm, vim, and indeed vigour, telling you all about the creation of the Amiga. But there are many other people in there: Jeff Porter, David Pleasance, various musicians from various games that we'll all know and love. It is a very good film, so I would recommend going, and if you can buy it, but I don't think you can yet. I think you have to go onto Kickstarter at the moment. I'm not sure whether anyone like Amazon has it available yet. I don't think they do. So that's it really. That's all I wanted to say. I've closed my YouTube page as I'm streaming this, so I can't see if anyone's popping up any comments. I'll just have a quick look now. So please excuse me if the frame rate disappears, which it probably will. I've ordered a new computer, by the way, so I intend to improve the quality of my videos, or at least the streaming, a little bit. I hope. Just waiting for YouTube to open. Here we go. Digiflip on fine, thanks. Glenson, hello sir, how are you doing? Digiflip, which part of London is that cinema? It is, which part of London is it? It's that's a very good question. Which part of London is it? I couldn't tell you. It's a 10-minute walk from Tower Hill, which is the hotel, or nearby to the hotel that we stayed in. I can't tell you the actual area of London that it's in, but I'm sure you can look it up. It's the Genesis Cinema. It was voted Cinema of the Year in 2015 or 2016, so it's quite easy to find. Digiflip says pre-orders are available, so there you go. He's got the ebook and the digital video for £15. Now that's a bargain if ever I saw one. There's a link on Kickstarter to pre-order. Oh, there you go, guys. Thank you, Digiflip. Glenson says, I'm fine, thanks. How are you? I'm very good, thank you. My laptop is continuing to give me grief, so that's why I haven't been doing too many streams recently. But I've ordered a PC. I can't be doing with laptops anymore. I'm going to take this outside and possibly machine gun it at some point. It will give me immense satisfaction. Yeah, but that's it. That's all I wanted to say tonight. I intended on doing an earlier stream and continuing my Christmas game themes. Playing a few games, but I haven't had a chance to do that because the laptop keeps crashing and Windows 10 freezes and says the computer's run into an error and comes up with a guru meditation and all kinds of things. But that's Windows for you. So anyway, that's it from me. I just wanted to give a little update on the film. It's very good, very, very good. Well worth watching. If you can subscribe or pre-order, please do. It's superb. I'm not affiliated with the film in any way, other than being in it for about 5 seconds. So there's no skin off my nose. But it's great. Please support Stephen Fletcher. He's done a superb job. WAM Studios, which is his studio. It's very good. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.